Hey, it's Dean with another devlog about my game. So, what's been added recently, as I should say in the title, is two important features, shopping and butchering. So, those are two pretty big important features, and I'll get to it real quick. So, first of all is butchering. So, I don't know if I can really show it off on this guy easily, but in just a sec we'll when it's done has been once I get all this done I should probably wash that away. I'm gonna hobble up to this guy on one leg and goddamn gonna butcher this guy. So now by interacting with the corpse you have the option to butcher a corpse and it tells you how long the action will take. And if I butcher this guy and take a look at my inventory I can see that I now have his brain, his skull, the special organ that produces the bubbles he shoots, got his bones, and got 4 eyes, because he's good at lots of eyes. And those items were gained from butchering him, and they can be sold, and later they'll be able to be used for certain crafting, etc. when this implemented in the game. And you see there's also a scroll bar, which was a lot of work to add, but when you have lots of items, you'll be able to make use of that. And you'll also notice that some of my health is gray, and part of my blood bar is gray. So I've reduced the effectiveness of just idle healing, so you won't heal as much just idly from standing around. You'll only be able to heal gray health. So now my blood has stopped recharging, so I can't recharge any more than that. I don't know about that. Oh, that's that. So I can't recharge any more than that just by standing around. So if I want to, and the same thing goes for here. So I'm not going to be able to fully recharge my head, and this leg won't heal at all. So if I want to get that health back, I'll either have to rest or I can use health syringes, which are a new item. And as you can see, now that leg should be restored, and my blood has increased. So I'll use that again, and the amount of blood I have has gone back, and this leg should fully heal just after walking on it. And so I decided to move more towards having that instant healing, because I felt like if all of your health could be restored just by waiting, that wouldn't be quite as exciting. You would just sit and wait, and I felt like I wanted so that you'd have to expend resources to heal. And well, I don't know how realistic a health potion is. I think it would make the game a bit more exciting to play. And so I'm butchering these guys. I'm gonna pick up some junk this guy dropped. And so now ray guns use these energy cells. Just have a sprite for them instead of, and so they can reload. They didn't used to be able to reload. So once I just loot a bunch of these corpses, grab all this junk, I'm going to show off this next feature, which is of course shopping. That's buying and selling. Let's loot this guy. Steal all his money. Lost items. So you can buy and sell with anyone right now. Well, anyone friendly. Oh gosh, he's too fast. I guess my leg is broken. Try to chase him down. Okay, so obviously right below the recruit partner button we have a trade button. And this guy, he doesn't have any really useful items he's selling him. And as you hear, we can see my inventory. We can see that scroll bar comes in handy to be able to scroll through all the items I have. And he doesn't have a lot of money, and I can sell my entire inventory, and he might have some items in his inventory that he's not selling. The only set items that he's willing to sell. So he's not going to sell his bullets because he wants to keep those. And basically, you can sell just anything off to people right now. They'll buy any junk you have. That's something I'd like to later have it so that creatures will only buy stuff. Other people only buy stuff that they would find useful. So you can only sell meat to someone like a butcher, but for now, you can just sell right about anything. So I'm going to sell some of these negative level weapons I have that I'm not going to use. So I can't really sell this to him because he won't be able to afford it. You see, when I click on it, I can split how much stuff it has carried in it. I can't really sell it. I can, if I do this stack, I can sell one stack of green dust, or I can sell all 15. And I can either hit sell, I'll sell it instantly, and I'll earn 15 cents, I guess. Or I can press offer, and I'll move it down here. Offer. If I can see that this number is red, because I'm offering more than he can afford. So suppose I offer this stuff down here, and offer this. Well, it doesn't quite balance it, he still can't afford it, so let's cancel that. Let's just offer this. I'll offer this helmet for his boxes of asbestos-free cereal that he's selling. And I'll still come out 64 cents in profit. And I can just sell him this. And that's about all he can afford. Maybe I'll sell him one of those. So you see this little scroll bar for this, which is pretty convenient for you to split the items up. But he's not the one who's got the stuff that I really want. So I can, this guy who's the, I don't know if he's more of an innkeeper or a barkeeper. Really, what all of what he does right now is, but his main function right now is just to sell items, including alcohol, as you'd expect, but that doesn't have any purpose. He's got a beer right here, and he's selling more of these health syringes, which would be useful. He's also selling these are lanterns, which are going to be implemented later on. There's not currently any use for them, but I'm gonna replace the rebirth star system. I'm not going to use that anymore. Instead of having limited lives, I'm going to move to a different system of just death and coming back. And you're going to have lanterns that you're going to be able to place that are going to function similar to something like bonfires in Dark Souls. And so we're going to have a different life and death system where you'll be able to respawn infinitely, but your lost body parts will come back at a lower level, similar to Halloween. Because I'm thinking of moving away from a permadeath system. I'm thinking that's not necessarily gonna be what I want. I feel like I'd rather have something where where you can just keep playing with the same character. Because I don't feel like permadeath is really the right choice for this game. So he's got a lot of money and he's got a lot of cool items. He's got like some +2 armor and stuff that has more defense or more damage for weapons. He's selling lots of poison canisters, lots of mines, lots of extra ammo, some asbestos-free cereal, some health syringes. So if I want some of that, I can try to sell this stuff off. So sell this gun that I got off that red trooper guy. Sell all this junk. He might run out of money soon. He's not even able to afford everything I'm selling. And obviously I can sell this stuff that I butchered off of those critters. And that's really all it's useful for right now. But that's a good way to get items to sell, is just butchering creatures. Obviously they're not carrying as much stuff that you can sell as just any human would, because they don't have equipment. So it's still more useful to just kill humans or find their corpses. But hopefully items you get from butchering will be more useful later on. So now that I have most of his money, I can buy some cool stuff. I might buy some more of these syringes. so I can heal more. I might get a level 2 shotgun to replace my current one. I might get a level 2 cowboy hat that has more defense than my current one. Level 2 cowboy shirt. Level 2 cowboy boots. And now that he's starting to get his money back, I'll sell this back and get a cavalry saber so that I can have a short range weapon just in case. And maybe some, no, I'll sell that off. I'll sell these brains. I could also eat these brains to get more intelligence, but it's not really used for anything. Well, money is, so that's kind of a difference. I'll buy all of his shotgun shells. And I'll buy as many poison canisters as I can afford. There goes all my money. And that was, I would say, pretty profitable for me. I'm gonna equip my new stuff, and as you can see, I still have a long ways to go when it comes to getting enough items to actually need to use this scroll bar. But I'll replace my hat. I'll replace my completely broken boots that the health label is really glitched out for. Replace the shirt. Replace the shotgun. And look at that sword. I'll move this guy down here because it's kind of ugly. Maybe I should sell that stuff back. Let me try to sell this stuff back actually. So I can't sell this because it has 0 value. He won't even take it off my hands because it's completely broken. But I can sell this stuff. For this, I'd probably have to find some way to grind it up into scraps or something to use it for something. But for now, it just wastes space. I can't even drop it yet because I guess that's a feature I put off adding. There we go. Now we're a bit more powerful than before. So I'm gonna run over here and take a little nap so my leg heals faster. Let's see, and as you can see, as I'm sleeping, my blood recharges to full. Well, maybe my leg won't heal. I don't know. I might have changed that. Maybe because it's negative, I won't do anything. I guess not. I guess I'll have to work on the way completely broken limbs work. But anyhow, so this is my home, and maybe level up my. I can't level up. Well, I can't level up anything with that. Well, I'm gonna go off and look for some tougher monsters to kill and butcher to just show off a few of the new items that don't do much but look pretty. So here we have one of these guys. I can butcher him. Let's butcher this guy too. And kind of just clean up. They're completely gone. So kind of tidy stuff up if you would just butcher them. Pick up some blood. Put it in my pocket. And let's see what these guys have. So these guys, they got eyes, brain, skull, and they got a bunch of needles. So I can't use the needles for anything, but maybe I'll be able to later on. I'll make it so you can either throw them or something. I'm not really sure. There's not really any differentiation between like a human brain and human eye, human skull, and these guys' skull. So maybe that'll come later. I don't know. So now we're gonna try to kill this guy. I guess you're not really in range to use this. Dang it. Okay, let's run off. Oh no. Oh man. Oh. I didn't even die. Oh, he died. Okay. Well, let's pour that on. Let's inject some more health in. And now let's butcher this guy and see what kind of weird body parts he's got. So he's got a big eye and he's got 20 tentacles. May not need it much. Maybe they're just pieces of tentacles. Big eye. And you already saw what those guys have. I'm going to see if I can find one of these swamp mobs. Oh, there's the edge of the world. Oh, there he is. He's already dead. Let's get him. And what does he have? He's got some. We have got some meat from some of these guys. That's just raw meat. I'm not sure if you can really eat it yet. Oh, you can. And he's got this poison sack, which is where he stores all that poison that he shoots out. And later on, you might be able to use that to make more poison canisters, but so far it doesn't have much of a purpose. Let's steal this guy's money. It's not very pleasant hotel to stay at when we've got all this stuff just outside the door. So that's just about it for all the features that's been added in this past month. I spent a long time even just working on shopping. Shopping is probably the most complex menu system in the game so far, so it took a lot of time to get that to work. Adding the scroll bars also took a bit more work than I thought it would. Adding butchering was actually pretty easy. I added that in the last like 2 days though, so that was actually pretty simple. And the gray health, I think I maybe added that yesterday in a few hours. But yeah, that's it. So what's up next? Like I talked about this last time, so it's still on the to-do. Is I want weapons to degrade. I want you to be able to repair items. I want you to be able to upgrade items. Because for now, if you have a +2 sword, something that's only something you can pick up and buy. But I want so that you can level those up on your own with materials. And I also want you to be able to craft stuff, craft new items, craft new weapons. I think that would add a lot of complexity to the game and hopefully incentivize you to pick up all sorts of weird items and body parts more. And if you could break down just crappy items like this into loose parts that could be crafted with, that would also be useful. So that's still a big one. And one of the big things is I want to add these lanterns in with a new respawn system so that you'll respawn them and you'll be able to restore body parts and level them up or down. And especially because obviously this doesn't do it yet, but because beds are going to be pretty sparse in the wilderness, I want you to be able to carry these lanterns that you can place down. And so there's just spawn points, maybe be able to teleport and quick travel between them. I think that would make the gameplay a lot more convenient. So I've kind of got an idea of how that system is going to work. So it's just down to getting it programmed in and getting that to work. So I'm going to completely cycle these guys out because I'm going to take the game in a different direction. Yeah, and currently the only really big shop exists for the cowboys. If I was to play as a barbarian, there isn't really anyone selling much. Well, let's take a look and actually create new hero. Let's be barbarian. And if I try to shop with one of these guys, really all of a sudden there's some oil. Let's buy that. I'm just not going to use it for anything. Of course I can still recruit him. partner. Make this button bigger. So yeah, having more people to shop with is important. I'm also thinking of completely reworking the way these barbarian camps are made, kind of restructure them, and yeah. I'm thinking of also maybe making it so that you can find just little camps out in the wilderness where you have like people selling stuff, like maybe just some guy sitting by a little lantern. So obviously that's going to require generate a little bit bigger world, just there's more wilderness to run around in because, well, it's still pretty small. But yeah, I think I've rambled on a bit much, so that's really about it. That's what's been added. I think it's pretty exciting. I think buying and selling and butchering is all pretty fun, and I think it adds depth to the game, and hopefully we'll be able to add more usability for all the items you get. That's about it. Thanks. Have a good day.